Tends to help if I remember to check what time it is. Does it not? Will that go in? Nope. It's still refusing to go in. Awesome. So I've had to fast forward time a bit because I did something stupid. And yeah, I'm gonna get an auto load trailer real quick, so it's gonna be Alt. No, Shift G. Get creative money on. We're gonna temporarily buy ourselves an auto loader because I am impatient. Let me get the. I need something that is. Something that is. We'll get the transport runner. That is the UAL version, yes. Auto load, lovely. We're gonna buy a truck temporarily. Got some stuff in here that I probably shouldn't, but oh well. Gonna just buy the Phoenix 6x6. This is just temporary purchases. They'll be going away very quickly. Hello, Jesses, NHF. Chris, the Irish Gamer. Mr. L, Tactical Bloggers. Pemberlin will be uploaded to FSUK. Or has been uploaded. I don't know if it has been uploaded yet or if it will be uploaded yet. Please tell me this thing will do more than just bales. You're having a blat now. MF6290. I don't know what you're talking. A blast. Yep, there we go. Hello, Fahy. CM Gaming. Hello. Hope I'm happy today. I am happy. I got to play some Assetto Corsa before the stream. That always makes me happy. Dorian Moore, hello. I've got the, yeah. You may notice some weird things today, like crops being where they shouldn't be. Had to do a GDM swap to get things the way that I need them to be for... Well, I'll be showing you in a moment. That field there has been turned into... Can I... Turned into a placeable area extension. What I'm gonna do, just because this is producing so quickly, is why can I not? Having a good day. Having a good day. Right, I don't want to. I should have leased them because I'm gonna have it. You know, there's one. That can go, and that can go. What I'm gonna do is go to the shop, and I'm gonna lease. Doesn't really matter what this is like. Lease that, and lease this, because these at least have the correct autoload script. I don't care what it looks like. Hello, Ford, NHF, and Loke. Hello, Loke. There we go. 4 round bales, ultimate round bales, HD bales, pallets. We'll go with pallets first. There we go. Hello, Matt. I haven't downloaded the thing from you yet, but I will download it and I will look at it tonight. I promise you that. And it is snowing, by the way, here on Thornton Farm today. We're at 9:03 in the morning in late winter, because I fast forwarded time to try and get the GDM to reset, but it wouldn't. Or to get the crops to reset. They wouldn't. Hello, Jack. They refused to do anything of the sort. Dang it. And, yeah. This truck sounds wrong. The growling sound you're hearing is actually the tires. If I were to press... What is it, T? No, not Control T. There's a button to... Is it Alt T? No T. Shift T. Can't remember the key binding, but there's a button to bind something up or something. I don't know. So let's get this into a work position and pick up our pallets here. Just realized that was a terrible idea, and now I'm gonna have 2 different sets of pallets to unload at the same time. Actually, no, it's not, because if I go B, Y, and then L, does this not have straps? This doesn't have straps. That's somewhat convenient, actually, because I can just grab this, pull it off, and throw it. There's going to be a bit of work over in this area first before I can go do anything to the new area. To the extended area. There we go. I first have to get rid of all this stuff, and this is going to make me a lot of money real quick. So if I turn off creative money real quick, because this has to go into the main account of the farm, I guess, not the creative account. The creative account automatically resets, this one does not. Hello, Gamer Dragon. Oh, nuts. And Ola Holden, hello. I'm terrible with chat again today. I'm having a good week for chat. I'm sorry. I also forgot to go down and get a bottle of water before I streamed. I knew I forgot something. I knew I would forget something. I'll have to run at some point and get a bottle of water, because otherwise I'm just going to end up with a very dry mouth and not being very happy. And like Fahy said, just if you think so, if you wouldn't say something to a 5-year-old, don't say it here. That's the easiest way of knowing if it's PG or not. If you wouldn't say it to a 5-year-old, it shouldn't be said in the chat. Is Penburn released, yes or no? Tactical Vloggers, I've answered your question already. It was only uploaded today. There will be more news next week. Ask again and you will be timed out. Ask a 3rd time and you will be banned. Or ask a 4th time, I guess, seeing as I've already asked twice. Got the same answer twice, and for some reason weren't happy with that answer that you were given twice. Please tell me I unloaded them into the right spot. Yes, I did. Wonderful. No, I don't want to take that turn off. I don't mind being asked the same question by different people multiple times. It's when somebody asks it multiple times, has it answered, ignores the answer because they don't like it. You didn't hear me? I said it in chat and you responded, Tactical Vloggers. Don't act like you didn't see it. Like, if you ask something before the stream, you know it's going to be answered in chat. And not in the stream itself. And I just... Where's Pemberton going to be released? It will be released on FSUK. It is uploaded today. It's not a case of FSUK will magically upload it 10 seconds after it's been, uploaded there. It has to be tested to get a ranking and to make sure it's fine. It should be, in theory, but we all know what happens when I test a map. It gets mystery errors. My testing has become somewhat of a joke with the guys on TeamSpeak. And I am... I'm not okay with it, but I'll accept it. I'll accept it because it was my fault. Why can I no longer get into the man? Have I crashed the game here? Why can I not get into the man? Okay. Hey, Chris. How you doing? Yeah, I did, Matt, and go away. I hate you, Matt. I kind of got fixated on the other issues, and my attempts at fixing it failed, so... I mean... Apparently I was looking at the wrong things being capitalized or something. Which is even dumber than I thought. But that is gonna be... the version that was uploaded and was tested is the final version. I don't think me or Lancey want to touch the map. Again in GE. Especially not me, because if you're on Discord, well, if you... A lot of people won't know this. This happened in the admin room last night. I got very, very angry with GE because it kept taking upwards of 3 minutes to save anything I did to any map whatsoever. And I just said, okay, that's it, I'm done. I can't... I'm... It's not even an in-game error, that's the thing. It's... Man, you will agree that the error is zero performance error. It's a zero performance error. It won't cause a problem, it's just like, hey, this isn't quite right, you should probably fix it, but it doesn't really matter. But I did solve, like, 3 to 4 minutes to save on my computer is, there's something wrong. And that was a G 7.1, which is the newest version, which should be the best, but it's not. It's terrible. My saves usually take about 5 seconds. I had one last night that took less than 5. And what my solution to the problem with GE 7.1 was to go back to 7.0.5. And immediately I was getting 4-second saves and 5-second saves once again. So I've solved my problem by completely giving up on the new version of GE because it's junk. And if you use GE, don't use the new version because it's junk. It is just not worth bothering with. I need to change the fill type now to timberboard pallets. And press X once again. There we go. Off we go down the road with these. Yeah, 7.1 seems to have a lot of issues. In all honesty, don't download Giants Editor 7.1. Download 7.05 instead. It seems, for whatever reason, Giants broke optimization. And Sim tried 7.1 last night and he had no problems, and I just swore at him several times. I was not in a good mood at all yesterday, and it just carried through the entire day. I'm in a better mood today, hopefully. Although me remembering what I needed to do before the stream would have been fine. Yeah, GE 7.1 seems to have a lot of issues, and I'm placing the blame there squarely on Giants QA. I mean, Giants employ people for quality assurance. There's no assurance of quality with anything Giants do. I've passed the woods chip sell point. Hey, Christopher. This is only a rented truck. This is only a convenience truck, because this isn't what I actually want to be doing today. What I need to do after this stream is I need to edit the money down and take 200,000 out of it. Yeah, 705 works fine for me as well. But for whatever reason, 7.1, the Giants QA team failed spectacularly. And it seems to be just a bug-ridden mess, to be completely blunt about it. And that is a failure of Giants QA QA guys. I mean, you employ QA to make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen. And when it does, blame goes to QA. So that's selling off those. I can return the truck now. In garage, and then leased items, because that's all the stuff that I needed to move in somewhat of a rush. And we actually want to go down here to the fast track because we need to hop into the Manitou. What have we missed, Christopher? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot today. We're just doing maintenance over at the industrial estate so far. We will be doing the expansion today. I have the expansion field ready. I'll be doing a couple of small edits just to fix issues I made. But the expansion field is ready to go. Have I noticed it's snowing? No, I didn't notice the snow. Have you guys noticed that the snow actually has a snow texture when it's snowing? There's actually a snow effect falling from the skies. Which is, I genuinely like it. I like the fact that the Seasons guys got in contact with a couple of guys who make textures and stuff. And the snow is actually textured. It is a completely different thing from hail. It is completely different from rain. It is in fact snow. And it's not a case of, oh, well, it looks like snow, but it doesn't do anything. It is snow. Really like the roleplay series. Very good to hear, Ola. I've got ideas in place for something a bit special on a different map. Something that I haven't done before and I don't recall seeing before. It's good you told me. Exactly, Hedgehog. I'd never have known otherwise. Right, that's 9830. Could do with some more wood chips being put in, because that has a 20,000 litre fill if memory serves. I've picked up some snow. It seems I need to go over this area with the Manitou just to make sure I don't pick up snow by accident. I should be fine now, because that's the area I was concerned about. Ah. Not entirely sure where the snow actually is. Oh, is that it there? Just peeping through the ground. Yes. How was my day? With Seasons, does it snow every winter without fail, or do we get off lightly some winters? You get off lightly most winters. It's actually rare enough to see snow. A lot of the snow Sim and Landy and I have seen, we've actually put in ourselves. We forced it to happen. We get commands and extra things. We've got access to the debug mode effectively in the mod. The snow's falling into the... Oh my god, yes, I forgot about that. Thank you, Jesses. Yes, that's a thing. I'm going to show you something really cool. If I just leave the bucket up in the air like this for a little while, it should, in theory, start accumulating snow. Jess has just reminded me of that. Where is... Oh god, where's the trailer? Where is my dump trailer? Because that's actually going to be an issue. Where did I put the dump trailer? Because if that's not in a shed that's snow masked, I will have problems. Gonna reset the fast track just to get to it faster. Fast track's in the right yard at least. AA add snow. I think it is AA add snow, but we actually get this option here, where we get auto snow. We can add and remove snow. We can reset the GDM. that I've just discovered. That's fixed everything! Does anyone else get annoyed by YouTubers who pin their own comments? Usually there's a reason YouTubers pin their own comments. There is snow coming in through here, but it won't actually go into the trailer. Please tell me this thing doesn't have a cover. Fantastic! I'm gonna actually be picking up snow all the way down to the industrial estate because I need to empty something over there. Which is there we go. Look, it's picking up snow as we drive along. Where am I? So I need to take this turn here.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave?
George Saunders just subscribed. Well, oh, George. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Day Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. That's hardly the real George Saunders. I'm calling shenanigans. So yeah, if you have a trailer that doesn't have a it's not going to pick up snow here now because this is all snow masked. This is all technically in a shed. But as soon as I exit this area and go, say, here, just stop up here, we'll start picking up snow again. When's the next garage stream? Next Thursday, Rafal. So I'm going to be smart about this. I'm just driving the snow masked area. It's not his profile picture anyway. Still not got the bus, Matthew? Didn't you say like an hour ago the next bus was in an hour? Surely the bus is there by now. No, I need to... Oh, I'm so confused. I have a feeling that was a fake George Saunders, seeing as somebody's unsubscribed already. Oh, this isn't going to work at all. Because this is going to get insta-snow. Yeah, can I... Hello, Tommy and Brad. You're standing outside of school still. Matthew, you are terrible. Can I please put wood chips into this? No, because there's snow in it. Oh my god, I can't empty that thing. Okay. So that's an interesting problem that is caused by seasons. I've just realized that I can't just leave this over here because this is a snow masked area. So what I'm gonna
Dave. Is that Dave? Dave there.
Is interesting name. Is I am going to just fill this stuff up. And I've picked up 222 litres of snow. I'm no longer in a snow masked area, so this will actually demonstrate. Annoyingly. Sometimes it will randomly change things to snow, it turns out. Right, I need to actually fast forward time until the snow's ended. So that's just calculated new snow layer, so... Theoretically everywhere that can get snow will have got snow. Okay. So now we can actually do work again. Control I. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter, James. It would literally be a case if I'd have to do that constantly and I'd never be able to pick anything up. Trying to decide if the snow's higher or lower than it used to be. We're on Monday since the bank holiday. Well, that's good to hear, I guess, Massey Fergie boy. I've intentionally left everything get full there, by the way. Because I'm trying to manage everything. Everything is now full because it took 3 hours and these things fill up insanely quickly. Probably even the bees are full right now. We can see we got a full 1800 there. For some reason this didn't produce anything, so I'm slightly concerned about that. I'm actually very concerned about that. Why isn't this producing? What is this lacking? Wood chips, 1%, empty pallet, 0%. I think this may have broken. But one benefit to... That may be broken as well, actually, just looking over at that. One benefit to extending the placeable area is, number one, well, this is a hindrance. I'm going to have to head over there and basically clean the entire area because I forgot to snow mask it, which I'm going to have to snow mask it in an upcoming edit, which is fine. Also, Landy, if you're watching, I fixed the issue. You can... I use debug in seasons. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually back category. Let's have a look at what we can get for telehandlers at the moment. Is there something we can use that would be very useful? No. Nothing there for telehandlers, which means we will likely be using a leveler. CS8 dozer blade, 9,000 liters. Let's try the CS8 dozer blade. The excavator profile. We don't really want a grain profile on it. Which field is the extension going to be in? It's already in Ford. I will show you in a moment. I also need to, just looking at it, refill the JCB. Need to fill the fast track, so I need to get this up? No, this up. Get rid of that temporarily. I'll fill the fast track and then go over and grab the dozer blade and start clearing out that field, which you can see has been edited a reasonable amount. There's actually more edits you can see right now, but the snow's covering up 90% of them. But the extension is in field 37. The entirety of field 37 is the extension. Hello, 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 hello. Mighty Flame Chicken, how are you doing today? I'm seeing a lot of buffering issues on my end. I hope they're not transferring over to your guys' end as well, because unfortunately there's nothing I can do to fix them. Let's just check something over here real quick. Right, I'm seeing some names that I can do that, because I'm seeing a lot of names that they don't want to play nice today, so that can go off for today. No, but for you, that's fine. Yeah, chat's very quiet today, guys. Our like goal for today, by the way, because I'm sure somebody's wondering, is going to be 50 for now. It'll probably increase over time, but it's going to be 50, so hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. If you're new, do hit the subscribe button as well. Although I will say, shoutouts and notifications for that are turned off today because idiots don't want to play nice. Sorry to punish those of you who are subscribing legit, but there's idiots with fake names and stupid names that I just don't want to have on the stream. So yeah, that's fine, AC. We're still looking for a PC beater. It takes time. Dal's in GE and Matt's half asleep. Matt, you need to sleep at vaguely human hours, dude. Also, yes, I did just drift to fast track. Because why not? Do. Hey, Landy. Sorry to those of you who just had your messages purged. I was... You can stop with the dots now. I was purging a name that didn't need to be on the stream. That's why I spammed dots. I don't know what you guys did. So to get into Field 37 currently, I need to fix this. The only way into Field 37 at the moment is by going in through Field 3. Hello, Skipman1. How are you doing today? Landy, I would... just as a word of warning, the trolls are out in force today, it seems. So, be aware. I would turn off the thing if I were you. Hello, Wade. How are you doing today? I've been doing good. So, ooh, this works nicely. I like this. Can this be tilted to one side? Please tell me this can be tilted to one side. It can't be tilted to one side, can it? I want all the thingies there, like that. Fold up support feet. Fold out. Oh, this thing has a support foot? Okay. Milage, you were told last time you were in here that I only speak English. If you don't want to, that's fine by me, but you can go find someone else to try and get to speak Polish. Yeah. That's probably what's going to have to happen today, Landy. And it sucks, because I like reading out the new subscribers' names and welcoming you guys, but do you know what? If people want to be idiots, that's fine by me. I can turn these nice things off and you guys lose them. It sucks. Functions available near the CSC tool. There's functions available over here? You must thirst empty. How do I empty this thing? Apparently there's something to do with the sides here. Can I put sides on this thing so that it dozes in a more straight fashion or something? It's impossible to empty one of these things. Oh, I don't know. It'll do. Yeah, when clicking a button, they're gone. It takes a lot longer to make accounts than it does to delete them. I can tell you that from... or to ban them. I can tell you that from experience. I like this. I like this dozer from CSZ. Oh, I've got it empty. What can... Side, you must first empty. What? It is empty. Just use Jimpa and plow the snow away. I probably should, but I kind of like having the big piles of it. Also, with the fast track, it looks hilarious that the snow is just kind of melting in front of it. Yeah, when I do something like this, where it just picks up the snow and flings it off to the side, that's unrealistic, I know, but it's hilarious. you ever watch Grassmen? I've watched a few of their things. I don't generally watch Grassmen though. I think they're a bit too corporate for their own good. I'll say that about a few different people. But I think Grassmen are definitely a channel that's just like, hey, this channel exists so that we can sell our videos. Our DVDs or whatever. I like this. There does seem to be a thingy there. Interesting. This pushes well though. I'm impressed. What am I doing this stream? I am clearing out and getting ready to set up the extension to the placeable area that I made. Yeah, suddenly chat is alive. I appreciate when chat is alive because it makes streaming a lot more fun. By the way, there are actually snow tracks that don't show up in the light snow, but once I get into the more heavy stuff, it does actually kind of put tractor trails in there. Track trails, I guess. This plow works better than the one I was using before. Will I play ETS 2 someday? I get asked that question a lot and the answer is always yes, but I'm waiting. What is the second fill level bar for? I have no freaking idea. If I knew, I would wonder... If I knew, I would answer, but... The answer is... Answers on a postcard, please. Because I'd love to know as well. You're off to Sheffield tonight. Very nice, AC. Or maybe not very nice. It depends on what you're going to Sheffield for. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea what the second fill level is for. Maybe I should actually slow down when I'm doing this. Let's use the wheel. Try fuel, maybe? I doubt it's going to be fuel. Because this isn't actually made for snow. This is made for silage and grains. I'm just using it for snow. Hello, Eddie. Did you get the lambs? Did you win? Is Pembrton out yet? Pembrton was uploaded today, I believe. Dusty Dave said it was going to be uploaded today. Shelby V3 is coming very soon. I would imagine within the next 24 hours it'll be available on FS UK. It is still silver standard, much to my annoyance, but I can 100% promise you that there is no performance issues. Why are Logitech wheels sold out? I have no idea. That's a question I always ask myself as well. It's actually the way that they're driven. They're gear driven and not belt driven. It's why Thrustmaster wheels are so quiet. They're belt driven. Logitech have very hard stops and a gearing system inside, which makes them just that bit louder. Where'd I get the blade at? It's from the CSZ pack, which is available on Giant's Mod Hub, I believe. So they appeared, then started running. Sounds about right. Yeah, I've got very low force feedback on. I've got about 20. If you got a G27, you need very low force feedback. I've left my Steam logged in, and Landy didn't exploit it. Neither did Chris. Centering spring can be turned down to make it quieter. Mine's running about 22% in Farm Sim. Welcome back, CM Gaming. I think The CSZ pack is also available on console. I believe it got a mod hub release to allow it to be out on console, which is why it's structured slightly differently to the way that it used to be. Does it work well on silage? I've never tried this thing on silage. But judging from the way it's working on snow, it should work pretty well on silage. It is available on console. Thank you, NHF. Our resident console guru. You can see that this behaves a lot like silage. Call you Corey, that's your real name. It's easier to call you CM Gaming, to be quite honest, because that's what I'm reading, and I'll forget. You get set up for the speaky thingy. Okay, Eddie. Don't forget to promote it in Discord, dude. You've already got my permission, my blessing, my encouragement. There's no point in doing it if nobody's going to show up, so I'll make sure and promote it in Discord when you're starting. When you're starting, even. I'm not going to be involved. Because Eddie is doing a thing tonight, and he'll be promoting it in the Discord when it's starting. You can... I'd encourage you to head over and watch it. If you want something to do. I'll probably hang out in there. You need like 4 hours to set up. Meanwhile, I can set up a stream in 15 minutes. Easy. Including actually unzipping or rezipping the map. And like Mr. L just said, if you are enjoying what you're watching, feel free to hit the like button. And while you're down there, hit subscribe, hit share. Share it to Facebook, share it to Twitter, share it to whatever you have. Even Tumblr. I'll accept Tumblr people here. You're weird, but you'll do. No offense to Tumblr users, but Tumblr is a weird place. Yeah, keep your centering spring low. I think 20% just provides a bit of resistance, but it's not overly too much. My right shoulder is gone again. What phone do I have? I've got a Samsung Galaxy J5 something or other. I don't know what phone I've got. I've got a phone. I've got a Samsung phone. That's all I really care about. I like Samsung. So what happens if I lower that even more? Aha! So this, rather stupidly, seems to work better if you've got the... Well, nothing you can place there anyway, so it's not a big deal. You like every video of mine? Awesome, Wade. For those of you that didn't see it, today in Pemberlin we sorted out the animals and rearranged our vehicles and did some yard cleaning, because Faye would have been very angry otherwise. Samsung Galaxy J5. Thank you, Eddie. Eddie is my memory, apparently. How am I supposed to see chat if I'm streaming? Very simple. I have chat on a second screen. That's what most people do when they're streaming. Is they've actually got at least 2 monitors. Landy occasionally has nuts. I'll be re-editing this area anyway, so it's not a big deal if I miss bits. What I think I'll do after this pass here is I'll go get the sweeper brush and just... yeah, I'm just going to sweep the rest of this area because I've made some boo-boos. So I'll just detach that. And go over and get the sweeper, because that's going to make things a lot easier and a lot faster. Because I do want to start placing things in there today, including the compost master. And a few storage sheds, I think, will be a good idea. Because that field is huge. It's going to easily fit the compost master. It's going to fit a few storage sheds and a few storage placeables. And it's just a case of figuring out what I want where. Now we got the full version of the what is kind of unofficially the theme of Thornton Farm roleplay playing in the background in the stream. Mark II, Far Away. Because I do actually remember what the song is called. Because I gotta find the file every single time I edit a video. Samsung's much better than Apple. I would agree. And while they may occasionally decide to explode, they are better than Apple. That's not going to do the thing where... No. Are these all full? No. Good. There we go. So I need to make an entrance from the existing placeable area into the new one. Any Android phone will do you? I think Samsung have the best hardware. In the mid-range, in like the price range that I tend to go for phones, Samsung tend to have the best hardware you can get in that price range. If you're wondering how I got the JCB stuck last time around, this is how I did it, was sweeping over a patch that I shouldn't have swept over. So it's just going to be a case of... this is as fast as I can go, by the way, 16. There's a hard speed limit here. So it's just going to be a case of... drive over all this and... get it... get it gone. Come on. You can do this, little sweeper. If you can't, I can just lift you up and... Oh, it's the JC... Oh, it's the fast track getting stuck. Oh, it's the fast track getting stuck in a tree. I am a genius. Heard of a phone called the OnePlus? No, I have not. Is this the Simulate JCB? No, this is actually the bog standard in-game one, Mad Train Driver. Uh, 456. This is the bog standard in-game fast track. Have I got this thing stuck again? Yeah, man. Away we go. There we go. Do I not have the Simulate JCB? I do not actually. Haven't bothered asking for it. Because I've got the JCB Fast Track with Nokia and tires anyway. That's Mr. Lynn's JCB Fast Track. I don't have Simulate's one because... I don't see the need for it, personally. Great reviews and half the price of Apple. I may look into it at some point, but I'm quite happy with the phone I've got at the moment. Here's where we find out that Monster actually works for OnePlus. Or whoever makes the OnePlus phone. Come on, get this out of the way. How what, Mad Train Driver? How do I not see the use for it? Because I don't. I'm very picky with mods. That's the thing, is I get very picky. If I decide something doesn't have a use, it will not have a use. if I look at something and I like it, I'll find a use for it regardless of how stupid that use is. What phone do I have? I've got a Samsung. Galaxy J5, according to Eddie. Who ironically knows my phone better than I do. Come on. There we go. Maybe, kind of. I need to do some smoothing to this area, as it turns out. Your ICT teacher has one. Fair enough. How did I get the Nokia entire JCB? I downloaded it off ModHoster. Actually, I didn't. I lie. Mr. Lynn sent it to me the day that he uploaded it to ModHoster. But that's what we call the Mr. Lynn's JCB. Sim does have his own fast track, but it's I think slightly different to the Nokian one for reasons of because. I think his is reverse drive or something. That it's got always steer, doesn't it? That the Real 8000 doesn't actually have, which is a bit odd. How full is this? This needs filling. There's me spare fill. There we go. For those of you wondering, yes, I do vape. I'm quitting smoking, so deal with it. Yes, I know it's stupid, but it's less stupid than smoking, which is one of the dumbest things you can do, short of just flat out dropping out of school. The only thing dumber than smoking is dropping out of school. There we go. I've only done one of those two dumb things. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I do this in reverse, because it's going to be just as fast. So if you are enjoying the stream today, guys, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're aiming for 50 likes. I don't know if we're going to quite hit it, but we're aiming for 50 likes. There's 55 of you in here right now. So in theory we should have 50 likes already. Because if you're watching, if you've been watching for a while, odds are you're enjoying the stream. So you should really be hitting that like button. I'm making an absolute hames out of this. I should really have snowmasked this area. I will snowmask this area tonight and have it snowmasked off and all fixed and sorted out before the next stream. Or before I record the next video even, because the next video I will be actually dealing with this area over here. It has all-wheel drive. Yeah, that's the only difference between the Nokia and JCB and that I have and the one Sim has. Is he put all-wheel drive in his for some reason. And his is a 3000. The 3000 doesn't have all-wheel drive. You're thinking of doing computer science in college. It's something that I wouldn't have done myself. But I'm now considering doing. It would probably be a reasonably hard course. What's the JCB called on ModHoster? JCB 3000 Extra Nokian Edition, I think. We haven't even hit 50 likes. Come on, guys. You guys are slacking today. Hello, Hugh. I'm doing well today. How are you doing? Of course, if you are really enjoying yourself and you're new, this is your first stream here, then do hit that subscribe button as well. Don't forget to share this stream to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want. I don't know if you can share it. Can you share to Instagram? I don't know. You can share to Google+. I know that much. He has a sprayer for it. The sprayer I would like. I've spoken to him about the sprayer and I've spoken to Pedro about the sprayer. And it's a bit broken. It's a bit borked. I would like that though. Did I get your email? Yes, I did, Matt. That was the email you sent yesterday. I actually replied during the stream yesterday. Hello, I'm Ants. How are you doing today? Or Imants? Chris, I thought you said you were going away. We're on 50 likes. Awesome. Awesome. Why is my right shoulder so sore? Your G29 is locked like when you first turn the wheel on. Farm sim. You've got to open the profiler and set it up with the profiler open. Did I get the big bud? No. Big Bud's not... Oh, did I get the Big Bud mod? I don't like Big Bud mods. That's the thing. That's just kind of more Landy's side of things, is the Big Bud. I will probably eventually buy the DLC, but for right now, I don't see the need to have any Big Bud at all. And I think Landy's found a map that he's going to be using for Big Bud. Which I just realised, Landy, that map we were looking at before the stream, that would be perfect for Big Bud. Oh, would that be perfect for Big Bud. You can't share to Instagram. Okay, now I know. I was wondering, because that wouldn't make sense, but like, you never know. You can pretty much share to a toaster now. So it wouldn't exactly surprise me if you could share to Instagram. Can I link it to Landy then? Landy probably already has it. I would imagine Landy already has a Big Bud somewhere. He just can't figure out what to... He'll be sticking to Lone Star. Oh! I would have thought the one that we were looking at earlier would have been good. Yeah, I don't think there's much point in getting a Big Bud mod, because most of them are just converts that are kind of half done. They're not really all that bothered about it, but they're done to a certain amount. You hear people? Yes, that would be my family. You've gone too far into Lone Star to just drop it. Yeah. You can share to Snapchat. Why would you want to share to Snapchat? They're rehashed FS13 in some cases FS11 models. I mean, Big Bud mods for the most part are junk. It's a real shame that the same is true of most mods. I don't know if he's here, but somebody was asking if I wanted them to send me mods, and I said, well, only if you can test them, because the majority of mods coming out now are kind of, they might look good, but there's always going to be problems under the cover at the moment. We're in that weird period where there's very few good mods coming out because of the mod contest, and it's going to be a slow couple of months. But once the mod contest comes around, you get, number one, all the mod contest mods, and then all the mods that didn't quite make it into the mod contest that were nearly done but not quite ready, and the modder didn't want to enter it when it wasn't complete. So there'll be a big influx of mods around the time of the mod contest. Yeah, and Landy's getting it to do a video review. I'll be getting it eventually for completionist reasons. What's the mod contest? It's a contest for mods, Paddy. It's where the best modders show up, enter their mods, and BM modding wins. Because BM modding always wins the mod contest. It doesn't matter who enters, BM modding wins. Which is a shame. There's no actual competition there. Yes, they made the best mod in the last mod contest, and I think the one before as well, but when it's just a case of, well, we know who's going to win before it's even started, it's a case of, well, why do people bother? Big Bud Mod or the DLC? The DLC. There's a certain element of why bother with the mod contest. Because BM modding are probably gonna win again. I mean, they'll probably blow the pants off everybody else in the mod contest, which is fine. But I have concerns about certain things that I can think up that they could do. That are perfectly within the word of the rules, but I don't think they're within the spirit of the rules that have been drawn up for the mod contest. Are NA modding still a thing? Apparently, Paddy. They've been working on the same Massey Pack for about 3 years now, though. I'd like to see that in the mod contest. I'd like to see that existing, but they've been working on a Massey, what is it, 300 pack for the better part of 2 years. So when that comes out, it kind of has to be the best mod ever seen in Farm Sim. Because NA modding have a certain standard to live up to, and they've taken 2 years to make this one. So it's gotta be something that just blows everything else out of the water. I don't know if they can do it. It'd be a real shame. Mad Train Driver, you put your name in. If you put somebody's full name in, it flashes up orange for them. Or blue, or like some random colour. Which is nice. It's a nice nice little system YouTube have. So if you were to say under the Rainbow Dave Gaming, I think just Rainbow Dave, it will flash up for me. I almost said my really, really old YouTube account. If you were to say Rainbow Dave Gaming, it will flash up as being orange. If you say Landy Kid, it'll flash up to Landy as being orange. If you say Mad Train Driver Games, it'll flash up to Mad as being orange. If you say Mr. L, it'll flash up to Mr. L as being orange. So quite often you'll see me shouting at Sim in his streams with the word simulate. I call him Sim all the time, but in his streams he simulate because I know it'll highlight for him. If I need to alert him of anything. Although sometimes I'll just send him a text or something. Hello, Traff. How are you doing today? There's an AI mod on the mod hub. Yes, I told him that actually before the stream. AI vehicle extension is now released. I need to download it and get it installed and plugged into a few save games. I'm interested in seeing how it's going to work again, because I haven't touched it yet. You have to... Everybody's trying to set off tags now. That's wonderful. So the reason that I've got to clean this place off, I'm sure somebody's bound to be wondering why I'm cleaning this place off and I'm just going to be covering it in placeables. The reason I got to do it is placeables will not place on top of... Hello, Scorpion. That did work, by the way. It flashed up orange for me. Placeables will not work if they're put onto a tip anywhere pile. And all this snow is a tip anywhere pile. So I gotta get through all this snow just to place stuff down. NHF, did you try and tag yourself? Did you seriously try and tag yourself, NHF? You back? What did you miss? Not a whole lot, Chris. I was just talking about modding and stuff. How come I didn't mask it? Because I forgot to. Here's the thing, Matt. You might know. Does a snow mask work retrospectively? Like, if I mask an area where there's already snow, does the snow mask work? Because, that's what I would have had to do. I know it was snowing at the start of the stream, and I just realised that something wasn't quite right there. Snow height. Okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cheeky and just clear all the snow. There we go. It's the vast majority of the snow on the map gone. Won't get rid of snow that's already down. Yeah, that would have been the issue then, Matt. And what I'll do in a second is I'll just... Once I get everything down, I'll add a new layer of snow. Right, so... Things I need to do now. Shift G, creative money, on. Placeables. Open. I need to place... First things first, I'm going to go for the absolute biggest thing first. The Compost Master. This is going to be the biggest pain to place in the entire map. And it can go... Actually, down over here would be a good place for it. Because this area is nice and level. I made sure of that. Next up is going to be... the slow sell point for the bees. Because where it is currently, it's kind of borked. So if I place that like this here, like that, and sell off the one that's already existing, what would I also need? Svapa Agro, yes. Definitely some storage for pallets and stuff. So we'll put one of those down and one of these down right beside it here like this. We need to put the greenhouses in. And they can go in like this. We'll need to put a fruit sell point in somewhere, so let's bring this over to the pub. I'm actually going to get rid of the existing sell points. Because I want them in different places. So we'll get a fruit sell point over at the pub. That's the shop area. The pub's going to be down over here. We'll plop that down there like that. Gonna get a carton sell point, and we're gonna put it over into the main town. Because I think we can place it over... Yes, we can now place it over here. Can we place it in the back here? Oh, that'll be perfect. Back here would be fantastic. And we'll get a pallet sell point and put it in the same spot, roughly speaking. Need you to move freely. I don't know what you've done to your centering spring, Paddy, but it shouldn't be doing that. Wonderful. What else do I need to get? We got all three. Let's get some storage for these now. I feel like Daniel Bryan's on his way. Doesn't matter how messy they are. Actually, it does, because now I'm feeling OCD. So these are all going to line up side by side because I'm going to be getting real OCD about this. Let's see. 1. We're going to line up the same way as well. 2. 3. See what happens when I start trying to actually be neat. Suddenly things look a lot better. 4. And I've somehow made a curve out of all this. I'm kind of okay with that. And 5. Okay, anything else in placeables that I want to get? I actually want to get some more storage. I may actually need to come out of game for a quick second. Because Hayloft cannot handle... Yeah, I'm going to have to come out of game real quick. So it's going to be that scene. Now, I'm obviously still here. But I need to download a mod. Or 2. I want to keep them kind of secret for now, just for a second. While I get the game set up for them. Mods, and it's going to have to be... I think it's this. No. Pretty sure it's in the latest, at least. Where is it? I'm looking for something specific here. I know exactly what I'm looking for. It's just finding it is going to prove potentially difficult. Is it in beta? It shouldn't be in beta. It was in beta. That's been added to the download list. Is there anything else that I wanted to get in to the placeable area? Deleting Barnes and G's, boring. I'm just checking for anything else that I might want now. Oh, I can update AI vehicle extension from there. Lovely. That can't be updated. Okay, what all needs updates here? Oh, that needs updated. Yeah, I forgot to do that. That can't be, that can't be, that can't be... Oh, no, it can. That can't be, that can't be, that can't be, that can't be. Wonderful. I'm just waiting for the remaining mods to download now. What's in here? Okay. So I'm just waiting for some mods to download while I am AFK. Because that's all downloaded. Restart the game. Forward planning by Dave, yes. This is what happens when I start a stream 15 minutes, or start preparing a stream 15 minutes before I go live. Like Faye said, G is not easy to use. You gotta show a lot of mappers a lot of respect. And now I need to actually get the mods working. That can go on for the very first time. That can go off. That can stay as is. That can go on. That can go on. That'll be useful. That can go on. I forgot to turn that on for a while. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just enabling mods that I need. Don't need them. Don't need them either. Don't want that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. We're very close to getting into the game again in a moment. It's turned off there. That can stay off, because that's just going to be completely useless. I think that's everything on now. Everything that needs to be on. That can get turned off, because that's completely pointless. Alright. Hello, Ronan and Firefly. So we are loading back into the game. I do apologise for that. If you are enjoying the stream, Hey, Dusty Dave. I knocked up something in G, which is nothing new. So we're just waiting for the map to load in. There we go. Where's me fast track? There's my fast track. This place is looking, well, populated at least. What I need to do now is in placeables, because I now have it installed. Actually, I want to put this in as well, but I'll put this in over at the main yard. Can I put it here, please? Let me. I can put it here. Why can't I put it there? Oh, that would be so perfect if we could go there. Can it go anywhere of use in this farm? Well, I could. That'll do. And also, because Dave did actually think ahead, a wood chip storage building, which can go right in beside all the other storage buildings. That's what I was downloading, was wood chip storage and some sheds. I actually want a reasonably sized vehicle shelter over this side. I haven't got the mixing stations that I want quite yet. Okay, so new job for now at least is actually going to be moving all of the wood chips that I have in the placeables yard proper over into this area. When's VF streaming tonight? After Landy's stream. So Landy will be streaming next. At about 7 o'clock. And VF will be streaming after Landy. Although if VF is not streaming, that actually makes things for something else more convenient. Yeah, a lot of maps, when you try and load them into GE, they've got errors, so they will crash GE. Either that, or your computer just doesn't have enough RAM to cope with it. This trailer should be over here. Wonderful, and oh, that's fixed everything. Haha! I have unintentionally fixed everything. Shift Q. You don't know, but it was Thornton Farm. It was probably the case that your computer's not powerful enough to load it in G. Or you've got like a really old version of G. What version of G do you have? Because you have to have 7.0, I think 7.05 to load Thornton in, at minimum. You got 705. Then it's probably that you just don't have enough RAM in your computer. Being particularly blunt, because as you can see, I can edit the map fine. Someone shouting at my house. There's always somebody shouting at my house. 55 likes? Can we go for 100? 100 likes would be amazing. I doubt it'll happen, but 100 likes would be amazing. As would at least for... oh, crap on a cracker. Please tell me I'm not just making that problem worse. How did I manage that? How did I manage to miss a trailer by going under the trailer? It's 71% full. We can fill this up entirely. And the joy of this is, once the wood chip storage over there is full, that's it. That's all the wood chips we'll need. Your brakes won't turn off and you have combined pedals on. You don't need combined pedals turned on, Paddy. That's probably your issue. I'm a wizard. That's probably the case. I've been called worse things though. Been called many things by many people, including Sim and Landy. Actually, they've called me some of the worst things. Right, let's get this loaded into the new wood chip storage barn. So that yard now primarily is just a storage yard. The one that we've created, well, got into game today. It's been created for a little while, and it's just been a case of getting it into game. I will do some further edits to tweak and repair bits, because I do notice there are issues. Bring them to court. Nah. That's just the way we treat each other, Ziggies. We'll insult each other to high heavens, but we are all friends. That's the main reason we do it. Is there any indication of how full this thing actually is, by the way? Because that would be nice if there was. Any indication at all of how full the wood chip storage is? No. Okay. I'm guessing it does have a fill level and it's not just infinite. Hello, Massey 5610. Okay, there is absolutely no indication whatsoever of how full that is. That's magnificent. That's how physics works, yes. Yeah, we're all friends. We speak to each other like that because we are friends. It's also why we troll each other so much in streams. If we weren't friends, there wouldn't be half as much trolling going on. The same goes for Chris. He wouldn't get trolled half as much if he wasn't friends with, well, mainly me. I'm the worst for it. I will just start stuff and watch it play out. Also, that's how to effectively stop a tractor, is just slam on the brakes and hope for the best and aim for something solid. Only 8 friends? Well, chatting here, dude, you'll make friends. Very easy to make friends on YouTube. It's one of the easiest places in the world to make new friends. One of the most difficult places to make subscribers, but very easy to make new friends. This is going to take a little while to empty, isn't it? I mean, this is... It's going to save time in the long run, but for now, because this is... You know, this is off-camera work for the most part. This is the kind of stuff that I would have had to do later on tonight and just bore myself to tears. But instead I can test out and have a look at Matt's map and continue work on my own and have 5-second saves because I've got rid of the... Can't say what I actually want to say. The hot mess is the PG term, I believe. That is Giants Editor 7.1.0. I'm going to use a much more extreme term, but yeah, no. No, I can't say that on stream. Come on. Oh, helps if I switch into reverse, doesn't it? Your brakes still won't go off. You don't have them bound up then, Paddy. You gotta have your brakes bound up in game. You gotta set all the key bindings. Dang it. Come on. Get out the... There we go. Alright, 92.7%. That'll do. Is VF the oldest in the group? I don't think so, no, Godfather. He's the oldest that does YouTube, I believe. But he's not the actual oldest in the little group we have on TeamSpeak. Likewise, Sim's not the youngest. Sim's in his late 60s. We got like a good group going. It's gonna go. It's something that shouldn't have happened ever to people that are in it, but it works. Hashtag roasted. What's worse is Sim ain't even here to defend himself today. He's gone to work. I presume he's left for work at least, considering where he's got to go. Yeah, Matthew, you got the bus yet? Because if you haven't, that's kind of your own fault now. At this point, it's your own fault if you haven't caught the bus, because it's well over an hour since the last one passed. Oh, Sim won't ever retire. Your mum picked you up. You're terrible, Matthew. You're absolutely terrible. Right, time to get another load in. Yeah, me stopping like that looks stupid. You went on the multiplayer last night and tidied stuff up. But thank you very much, Sam. It's appreciated. It won't last very long tomorrow, but it's appreciated. Also, I think this weekend is going to be the last weekend of American Outback on the server. I think next week, possibly after Sunday's stream, in fact, we will be swapping the server over to Selby. And I will say that there have been no entries into the thumbnail thingy this week so far. So if you guys are looking for something to do tonight, do head on to my server. If you're on Discord, just put !MP, !MP mods into the Discord, into the bot room preferably. But you can put them into any room. And what do I have you doing that on Discord? Me6. Mr. Me6 will give you all the information you need, including the mod link. Thumbnail for what? The thumbnail for tomorrow's stream. I'm incredibly lazy and I'm crowdsourcing thumbnails now. There have been no entries at all this week. And I'm hoping to see some really nice thumbnails, pictures from the server over the coming day or so. Especially tomorrow. Because with everybody on the server, that's a good time to take pictures. Yeah, the chat's going to be in the way 90% of the time, but that's the fun of it. And a quick reminder that if you tell me to not use the chat, I will start spamming the chat in game. Because that happened to Massey a couple of weeks ago, and I just started saying, okay, I just started spamming the in-game chat, basically. So this shed will have to go, by the way. This shed is actually in the way where it currently is. Because this is the second shed now that I've had to take out. The thumbnail cost me a tenner. I don't have a tenner. I do, because Maker paid me yesterday, but I don't have the money to be... and the newly found pause button, yes. I've known about that for a while, I just haven't used it in streams much until the last couple of weeks. Also, I was talking yesterday a bit about like super gluing something. The chat does still show if you hide the HUD, Matt. So it's all about timing. One thing that I did do today, I'm very proud of this, is I've been talking for a little while about the front USB panel of my PC being a bit wonky. As in, it literally fell into the PC because the circuit board broke. I got angry with it today and pretty much attacked it with a penknife. Because I decided I'm fixing this or I'm breaking it entirely. There's going to be two options. I fixed it. It was the nice option. And what I'm going to do, hopefully over the next few days, is look for some super glue. Because I'm pretty sure there's some in my room somewhere. And actually super glue the USB port to the case. So that it can't possibly fall out. And if it does, I mean... I wonder how much wood chips this thing can take. Because there doesn't seem to be any indication of how full it is. Like, as a bit of constructive criticism, it would be nice to see how full it is. Or if it had a fill level... like, to see what the fill level is. Hello, YOLO Shadow. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm an idiot and I forgot to get water before I stream, but there's only 25 minutes left, so there's not much point in giving me... There's not much point in me getting water now, is there? Does it show in the menu? Why would it show in the menu? Like, it doesn't show in F1 help, so it's not there for sure. I mean, it might show in the prices list, I guess. Oh. Huh. Thank you, Matt. So apparently we've got 43,000 litres of wood chips in storage. I was unaware that was a thing. Interesting. Completely unaware. Why is it there though? Also, why didn't Giants make something like that in the first place? Like, that's something that annoys me, is like there's no barn where it'll gradually fill up with wood chips. The hayloft works the same way. Ah, interesting. I did not know that at all, Matt. Thank you for enlightening me on current affairs in Farm Sim that I should have known for a while. But I never used this stuff before, so I'm completely clueless. I could have got water, Faye, but I was actually talking to you guys and the mods download super quickly, so it didn't really matter too much. Also, I was trying to delay the stream as little as I possibly could. Because I know people leave when I put up the BRB screen because they don't know how long I'm going to be and they get impatient. Hello, Jordan Daniel. I'm going to do an experiment real quick. I'm going to hit that button. I'm going to hit that button and see what happens. So if Landy's still here, which I don't know if he is, because he at least should be setting up for his stream. Your IT teacher hates you because you know everything. Teachers tend to hate that when students know more than them. See ya, Ziggy. Enjoy whatever it is you gotta go do. If Landy's here, I've just turned the thingy back on to see what happens for the remainder of the stream. So if you're new here and you're enjoying the stream, if you're having a bit of fun, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button first, obviously. And if you're hitting the subscribe button and or the like button, hit the share button as well. Share it to Facebook, share it to Twitter, share it to Snapchat apparently. Which makes no sense whatsoever, but hey, why not? Can you seriously share streams and YouTube videos to Snapchat? Like, I have my doubts. You're still here. Alright then, Ziggy. Your teacher's mean, she hates you. And oddly enough, NHF, I had a teacher that was like that. I did better because of that, because I hated her so much that I proved her wrong. And see you now, Ziggy. Enjoy whatever it is you're going to do. Please tell me this thing over here can take like 1,000 litres of wood chip. But it's not 20,000, it's like 18,000 something. 19,250. Well, I got 600 litres of spare wood chips. None of you like her? She sounds like a brilliant teacher then. The thing is, and this is a weird thing that is true, in my experience. The more you hate a teacher, the better you'll do in the exam, because you'll try and prove them wrong. That's at 833, that's at 416. So over here is at 416. That's at 40. That's full. So I'll need to take that out. Oh, and if anybody is wondering how these things work, you take the beehive thingy itself out of here, throw it in there, it goes in, and the bees buzz a lot, make lots and lots of noise, and then over time it'll generate honey, which is nice. Hello, Thomas Stokes. Right. Let's get back to the fast track. How much longer for the stream? We got about 20 minutes left. And after that, I will be calling it a day for today. Tomorrow, I will be streaming multiplayer on American Outback from a server. And Sunday I'll be doing much the same. So now we get to see how if this thing will just take 50,000 liters, because that would actually be kind of okay if we can have 50,000 liters in storage. I'd actually be perfectly fine with that. Can you play with me? Not today, but tomorrow. Anybody can join the multiplayer tomorrow. Is that seriously updating the... Ah! I know new things. Right. That's that done. That's actually done now in such a way that we can do lots and lots and lots and lots of wood chips to an excess, and go back there later and just empty it out at some point and set off all the wood chips with the placeable wood chip sell point thingy. The biomass burner majig, which I think gives you a better price. But Tuesday's video, I'm going to talk quickly about what's going to happen in Tuesday's video. Number one, the money will be going down from 270,710 pounds to about maybe 50,000. I'll kind of work out a number later on. Because, of course, I did say that the construction would cost a lot of money. I said about 200,000. I'm yet to decide if it's gone to budget or not, or if it's gone over budget. But it's largely down to me how that does. Which I always have fun when it's like, when I decide, you know, something may or may not have gone to budget, or it might have gone way over budget, or a bit under budget. It's a good bit of fun. Hello, Linus. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Now you can see the detritus that's left over after all the wood chipping we've been doing. And of course, to finish the stream, because it's something to do, this is kind of my go-to. I have nothing left to do job now. We're going to do some woodwork. Suck up the branches over here that need to be... Oh, is this a glitch tree? Or is that just... It was a glitch tree. Oh, ha, ha, ha. It would appear as if glitch trees fix themselves over time, which is nice. Gonna do some woodwork just because it's something to do, and it... Whoops. F5 again. Yes, something that I haven't shown off yet because it was snowing is I do have a mod in that produces wood chips. Even more wood chips. I've got the sawdust mod in. More chipping, I know, but it's an ongoing project. But now that I've got the sawdust mod in, it's gonna end up with me having to come over here and clean up the mess I'm making. both in storyline and out of storyline because I'm OCD and I hate the messes that I make with all the wood chips. And it is set to be maximum. It is set on absolute, destruction of everything with wood chips. The sawdust mod. Which in real life, you would get kind of sawdust and wood chips when you're doing this much work. So I think it makes sense. Or at least it makes sense to me. I feel like it's a worthwhile mod to have in the roleplay at the very least. I do have a few little surprises left over for videos. Fear not, for I always have little surprises. Hello, Corbin. How are you doing today? Chipper is in fact working, which was a concern of mine. Is this still a glitch log, or is it now fixed as well? That is... Oh, this log's fixed too. So what that's telling me is... The number one thing I should do right now is actually cut the glitch wood. And move it into an area where it won't be glitched. This is a stupid thing to do, but... I'm going to intentionally glitch this. This is going to fall over like that. And I'm going to grab it wherever I can. Where is it located? Actually, over there. So let's grab it from, we'll say, here-ish. We'll just pull it over into the non-glitched area. So the next time we log in, it won't be too glitched. You can see this is glitch wood as well. The collisions are slightly off. Yeah, what I'm intentionally doing... How can I pick up such big trees? I have... what mod is it that does that? Creator Tools. And I'm using the... muscles mode in that. Which basically means that I can pick up anything that can be picked up. So, what I'm doing is intentionally causing glitches right now. Which sounds stupid. And I will admit it is stupid. To intentionally call upon a glitch that you know is going to happen. So that it'll be fixed after the fact. But this is something that I've learned in the past few minutes. Hello there, Alex. Finished a quarter of Dusty Cove already, Dave? I hate you. I absolutely hate you, Dave. Because in the past day I've done like 200 or 300 meters of roads. And that's me lot. And uh-oh. Sometimes these glitch trees don't like being moved at all. Sometimes they will move of their own accord. There's that bit over there. I'm just putting these into a big pile because I know it's going to break stuff. About 10 more pictures tonight. More pictures about 10 tonight. Ah, very nice. I'll have a look at about 10. Assuming, of course, I remember, which I probably won't. So if you're wondering why I'm going around cutting these trees... Do I know who's streaming? Me! Do I know who's streaming after me? Yes, Landy will be streaming at about... In about, what, 10 minutes or so? See, this is the issue with the glitch trees. You don't actually know where they are until they drop. It's also why I'm using F5 mode, is I can get a reasonable idea of where the collisions are, and because the picking up and throwing things is based entirely off collisions. Now what happens with that is I get a huge FPS drop. So I am tanking my own FPS right now to de-glitch these trees effectively. And the reason I get a huge FPS drop is it's calculating the collisions as they're moving and mapping them all out in wireframes, which normally doesn't happen. It's also rendering a few extra things that it normally doesn't. So as soon as I turn this off, I just go into light cone mode, you can see it go up to immediately like 60 FPS again. We go into normal mode, solid 60, not even a single frame dropped until I look there and the glitch happens. I'll have first look on Thornton Farm soon. It's pretty much as soon as Dave gives it to us for testing, I'll be recording on it. I've got an idea of what I want to do with that map. It's going to be different. It's going to be something entirely different to anything I've done before. So these trees are either going to glitch back up or glitch into nothingness. Yeah, these bits are either going to de-glitch or glitch so badly that they destroy themselves. Either way works for me. Either way does work. It's just a case of causing the glitch to see what happens when it's finished. Because I want these trees gone, and I should do agroforestry. I do plan on doing some agroforestry. I do actually need to start getting more trees planted because I'll tell you for why. It takes 10 years in seasons for a tree to grow. So if you think the woodwork and forestry I'm doing now is slow, just wait until I start planting my own, because it'll take them 10 years to that was not a glitch tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut everything around here now. Penbren's not out. I know. Dave only uploaded it today. Selby V3 should be out soonish. Is that forestry where I get really mad at it? Isn't all forestry where I get really mad at it? Is this a tree that I'm going to glitch out here? Yes, I am cutting trees that are under the ground. Whoa, okay. I think I may have de-glitched a tree by doing that. Gonna cause even more problems by doing... I wonder if I cut down here, did they de-glitch? Or is it something to do with where they are on the map? Yeah. Penbren's not out yet because it's not actually uploaded to FSUK yet. The big question Dave has to answer is, does he trust my actual testing? You'd like to see me spraying manure in the next stream. That won't happen for a little while. On any maps. And I will say Orchard will be a map without seasons. Also, I know that I'm glitching the game. I'm not looking for glitches, I'm actually exploiting them at the moment. What I'm looking for is glitched trees. Because some of these trees, if you cut them too high up, first of all, they'll glitch out and lose collisions. Selby was a 1 off. It was actually a 3 off, because even the little fixes I did... You see nothing. That's the map edge. Okay, are you gonna just continue? Stop vibrating. If I have angered the tree gods. I think I may have glitched this tree so badly that it doesn't know what to do anymore. I think I've angered it so badly it's dropped its own collisions. I have in fact angered it so badly that it's dropped its own collisions. Yep. I did a thing, and now I'm going to completely ignore the thing that I did. Did I cut this bit? I did. Okay, so that bit's actually just lodged in the... Good! Hey! Do I think Wexcom will ever be released? One word answer? No. I don't see that being released. Did I... Oh, is that a near full tree? Okay, so if I go up here and just cut it like here-ish. Here. Actually, if I cut it here. Come on, here-ish. Yeah, Wexcom I think is dead. Do. Whoop. I wouldn't expect to see anything from Wexcom at all. Some maps never make it to release. Even if they have had, you know, YouTubers promoting them, some maps just never make it to release. Court Farms, I haven't heard anything from Sin here for a little while, actually. I'll shoot him a message after the stream and see what the story is of that for you guys. Because it's a map that is very good, it just, much like Wexcom actually, just has run into a lot of problems over time. Now, they're not all map-related problems, some of them are more kind of infuriatingly political issues. Because, of course, Farm Sim being something involving humans, there are politics involved, and Dave and I know about the politics, and Landy knows about the politics, and we all know about the politics. And, oh god, the idiot's arrived. Hello, Sim. Have you made it to work yet? Or to where you're working tonight? I may or may not be causing glitches in Farm Sim by cutting trees that are under the map, technically speaking. Oh, that's angered the tree gods. Flee! Chill in the hotel now. Awesome, dude. We'll be on the speaking of teams. May have a file on its way to me just tonight. Oh! Are you quite done? It's trying to get above the ground. It's desperately trying. Yep. Almost. Come on, one little boost. One more little... Come on. You can do it. Just push. Hey! Okay, so that's a proper full tree there, so we can just... I don't think this is actually an FS17 spec tree. Is it? It looks like it is, but it's not behaving like it is. Well, if I dip underground here and cut this tree that's actually underneath the tree that I'm trying to cut. That's stuck. If I try and cut this tree here, what will break? Other than physics. There we go, and this is gonna... Whoop! I think I've cut all the trees here. Right, now I can go back and try and cut this one, because I think the other tree may have been interfering in collisions with it somehow. Actually, if I go up into the air, I'll be able to figure out if this thing can in fact be cut. Yes. Why won't it let me cut it? Down here. Is it... Like, I did just chop off that bit of tree there, didn't I? Or was it off a different tree? No, it was off this tree. Why is it not letting me cut this tree specifically? Come on, I saw you, little blue flash. There we go. And whoa, okay, the tree god was angered. It's just that launched the tree. That was amazing. Now this a bit of a mess. So that's gonna do it for me for today. I know Landy's live, that's why I'm finishing up. Head on over to Landy Kid right now. I'll leave you guys by saying I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit all of those buttons down below. Except report. Head on over to Landy Kid right about now. He's streaming on... What's Landy streaming on, guys? He's streaming on a map. If somebody put it in chat in a minute. Head on over there. Follow the link to Chris is spamming. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on on Thornton Farm. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Until then, stay safe. And goodbye.